And finally, this is going to be my new heater. It's a diesel heater, and I really hope that this small thing right here is going to do the job. I can't believe that, but I'm going to give it a try. The internet is saying all nice things about it. Now, this diesel heater is supposed to stay outside. Some of them I saw that they are making some special casing and putting it inside. In this video, I'm going to speak a little bit about it, and I'm going to install it also. And of course, test it, see if it's going to heat up this place. This place has around 30 square meters, and I always try to heat it up with a gas stove, which is not that great because of the smell, and I have to stay with the doors and windows open all the time to get fresh air inside. Like I was saying, this has around 8 kilowatt, and it should really do the job. Let's see what is in the box. So we have our main console there, and then just going to take everything out. We have this pipe here that is supposed to just take the diesel, you know, pass the diesel through. And of course, they are going to send us some pipes also, some small hoses. This black one right here is just to do the connections, so it will have to be chopped, and then we can do the connections in between the pump and this small tube right here. Now this is going to be for the outlet. It's just going to it's a filter with a pipe that is just going to take the air from outside, and it's just going to go into the burning chamber, and it will need fresh air. These are also the pipes that it will have to go in the house, and we can even split it because they are going to give us this T here, and yeah, the connections are just going to be like that. Some of the packs, they don't have them. We will get a main panel and a remote control that is here. We can take this one out. This is going to be the remote control, so we don't have to go all the time on the actual console and mess with it, so we can do everything from far away. Okay, these are also, if you are going to pass them, the pipes, if you are going to pass them inside the house, you can just use these onto your wall, and then it's not going to look that bad. So they are just some vents, and we get 2 of these. This is going to be the fuel pump. These wires here are just going to be the connections for the electric and for the remote, the main panel. We have a plate that is going to be sitting right here at the bottom, so then we can bolt it. This rubber here is just going to sit right down there, and then the metal plate is going to go on the top. Some screws and bolts and cable ties, it's coming all in the pack. Instruction manual. I try to read a little bit about this machine here, but there are a few things that they are not that clear. So at this point, the internet is the best way to get some information. Last but not least, this is going to be the pipe that the fumes are going to go out, and they will give us even some sort of muffler silencer that is just going to be installed in here, which is going to be a little bit hard to fit because it's quite on measure, and these are bending a little bit. You are going to struggle to push it in. In this case it went quite easy. And yeah, for this we are going to have some collars that we can tighten everything up. This pipe here is just going to go at the bottom right into the machine. Now all this, it's a little bit overwhelming, and there are other products exactly the same like this one, but they are going to have already a case with the fuel tank that is just going to sit on top. The fuel tank is going to be a little bit smaller, and that means you are going to have less diesel in, so you will have to fill it up more often. But what I've done, I've just bought the biggest one, and that one, it's in the pack also. And this one, it's 15 liters. So I preferred to take this, to buy this one, that it was coming in the pack. You have to be a little bit careful about these machines because they could get quite expensive. Now the real price of these from China should be around 60-70 pounds, but by the time that is going to come to your house, it can reach up to 400 pounds. Now this machine here I paid just 120 pounds, and yeah, I saw the same thing sold for 400 pounds. So you have to be a little bit careful when you are going to do your researches. If you are going to put on internet diesel heater, it's a big chance, a big probability that this type of heater is going to come up. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to install everything. Now I already built myself a bench, a testing bench. It's not going to stay like that, but before I'm going to install it properly in this place here in my studio, I will have to test it for a little bit, because I don't want to drill into my walls and this machine is not going to do the job. So before doing that, I will keep it on my bench, testing it a few months, and if everything is going to be okay, I'm just going to install it, and probably I'm going to make a video of how to properly install something like that in your summer house, your shed, and so on. Now these machines here, they are going to be advertised for cars, usually most of the time campers. Anyway, I'm just going to introduce you now to my workbench that I built. Alright, so this is my workbench that I built. By the way, for this machine here, you are going to need some sort of transformer or a battery, a car battery, because it's going on 12 volt and it will need about 10 amps, or at least at the beginning. For all of my researches, at the startup it will need around 10 amps, and after that is going to go around 4 or 5 amps. So for that I have a power supply here, and that one is going to go on 12 volts on 150 watt maximum, and it's going 12.5 amps, and it should be more than enough. Okay, so right now I'm just going to start by drilling the bottom of the fuel tank, because in the pack is coming a small fitting that is going to give the feed to the fuel pump. Okay, so the hole is done. Now what I have to do is to pass it from inside, and that is going to take a while probably. Now, before you are going to put it on inside, be careful. You are going to need this rubber here, so don't forget that. If not, you are going to get leaks, and then after you put it in, it's going to be another one that is going to go on top of it, and then it's going to be everything tightened up. Now probably the easiest way is going to be to pass something from inside, tie them together, and then just pull it down. I'm going to try to use this pipeline here, if I find something to cut it. That is going to be more difficult than I was thinking it's going to be. Let's see if this plan is going to work. And look, I've been lucky. I've done it. Now it seems that it's looking okay. Now you cannot tighten it up too much, because this is like aluminium and it's not something very strong, so probably I will need to change that type of fitting at a certain point. But yeah, for now it's done, and hopefully I'm not going to get any diesel leaks. Okay, so next I'm just going to fix the bottom plate. But before that, I have this rubber here that I will have to put it right here at the bottom. And then this plate right here. Now I'm not going to tighten anything up, because I'm going to do everything from the bottom of my stainless steel table. This, it will actually have to stay on top here. I already have metal there, but this plate is going to be a little bit stronger, and it should be all right like that. Anyway, now I'm just going to tighten everything from the bottom. And here we go, this is from the bottom, and it would have been nice to have some washers here. Hopefully this thing is not going to move too much. It will have a vent inside, and that means it's going to make some noise, but anyway, that is for testing purposes only, so should be okay. Probably at a certain point I'm just going to build a metal box and just put it inside there. So I'm just trying to bend a little bit the exhaust pipe, and I even put some cement board on this side right here, so the pipe is going to stay fixed and not move too much. Alright, so I'm just going to insert it in like that. Then it will have to be everything tighten up. All right, so now the air intake, it will have to be installed also, which we have it right here, and it's just going to go like so. And the air filter. And that's it. Some cable ties, and that's it. By the way, this side is just going to be the intake. So the air is going to go from here and then come out here already hot. All right, and from this side I'm just going to put this muffler here, and I don't know if you can see, but it will have a hole here. So that hole is for the condensation that is going to be inside. So some acid or water is just going to drip through there. So be careful when you are going to put that. Don't put it like this, just put it with this side down, like so. And then of course it will need a collar and so on. But I'm not going to be bothered to install this one just for now. This will have to work as a silencer, make less noise, but I'm not bothered about that for now. So right guys, finally everything is installed now. Now I had a few issues with this machine here, and I had to put it on hold for a bit, but I was thinking it's a good idea to share everything with you, and I'm going to explain what happened in just a few moments. At the moment I just want to explain to you what I've done around here. So as you can see, I already filled it with a little bit of diesel. I even put a filter on it, which is coming in the pack. I already had some spillage on it. So right, let's go back at the electrical wiring. So as you can see, this wire here is coming from the machine and is going to be connected right over here, and that is going to go to the main panel, which is on this side right here, and that is going to control all the machine, and also is going to go to the transformer. So it's going to get the 12 volt from this transformer right here. The transformer is connected also with some Vago connections to this wire right here, which I left it quite long so I can plug it in. And of course the pump is connected also at the back of the machine. And yeah, I believe we are ready to go for now. Let's just do a quick testing, see how it's going to go. Of course on this side also we have the exhaust pipe and the pipe which is supposed to give the hot air. So yeah, I believe we are ready to go. Now for the electricals, it's not that difficult to do because they have these connections here and you cannot get it wrong. It has even a 12 amp fuse over here, just in case something bad is going to happen. So alright, let's do this testing. Alright, so I just put it outside because of the fumes and everything, just to do some quick testing. Before you are going to start to test it, you need to hold these two buttons here, and it's just going to send some fuel on the pipes. Now the pump, it shouldn't work without any fuel because it's going to get damaged. So if you can hear, the pump already started and it's starting to send some fuel on the pipe. So right, I'm just going to hold it a little bit longer. And I believe that is going to be enough. And now we just need to start it up. Okay, the pump stopped. Alright, so now it started. It's making a little bit of noise. The plug, it's starting to heat up. So right now, usually this is taking a while. You can lower it down from here or put it higher from this button right here. And now we just need to wait for it to start to burn the fuel. Now the pump started to put some diesel in. Now when you put this machine on, usually it's going to take about 1 minute or so before it's going to start. So now we just need to have some patience. Now I can see that the pump is really struggling. It's sending some air, but it's cold. It is making a little bit of noise. And it's off. Error E8. And that's no good. Alright guys, so as you saw, the machine is faulty, so I cannot do much with it. Now I contacted the seller. I was trying to send it back to him, and we had loads of discussions. He needed some pictures and videos, and he was not coming back to me. And yeah, I lost a little bit of time because I was busy, and eBay couldn't do nothing about it because this machine was bought from eBay. And what I'm trying to say, if you have a problem, don't go out of eBay on having these discussions here with private emails and phone calls and stuff like that, because he was just trying to make me lose some time, so eBay cannot do nothing about it. And yeah, I was quite busy and I just left it like that. He sent me on some websites to upload the videos and the photos. He needed to know more about the machine, and because he needed to send all this back to the factory, and all sorts of things like that, that it just made me lose time. Anyway, eBay couldn't do nothing about it, and I decided to repair it myself. So I looked at the machine. I even disassemble it. Before I started to disassemble it, I even bought a bigger transformer, because I was thinking the other one, it's quite on the minimum. That is 12 amps, and the machine needs about 10 to 12 amps. So I just believed that a bigger transformer is going to solve the problem. Instead, no, it was the burning chamber that it was clogged. So for that, I just bought another one, which I have it right here. It took a little bit of time to reach, and this pipe right here is blocked on the other machine, and the diesel is not going to pass. So I really believe this is going to solve the problem, but I will do that on my next video. So hopefully this video is going to help you a little bit and teach you something about the sellers and this machine right here. I still believe that this machine is going to do the job, and yeah, we will just have to repair it. Meanwhile, don't forget to squeeze that like button, and see you on the next one.